Do it's Chemdork.
Hello everyone, this is Chemdork, and welcome to episode 69 of Season 2 of my Buildcraft, where we play Minecraft with the mods Buildcraft, Thermal Expansion, and Forestry. So look at this, guys. This is the item filtration system we built from last episode. It is not filtering based on item type so much as item label or color label. And we're using this not just because it looks pretty and it looks cool, but because it's actually useful. So for the first time, I really am using the color labeling to great effect, and we're going to be continuing to use this as a principle in this episode as well. We'll be expanding upon using kind of this idea. And this time, so this is allowing us, right here, this is identifying items by type, and we're using that same color system to sort the items to their proper location after they pass through the centrifuge over here as well. And so this is what we built last episode. We're going to be adding to this in this episode. So this is the, I guess, the bee processing 2.0. Initially it was, well, kind of automated, but now it is automated with this little switch here. And basically what's happening is it's pulling out items from this honeycomb chest, and they go through this pipe, they go into these centrifuges, and then they get processed, and the items get sorted and labeled based on color so that they can go back in their appropriate chest behind where we just were. So yeah, pretty simple setup, but we're going to be using this, again, we're going to be expanding here, and we're going to be continuing to use the item coloring technique. So basically what we're going to be doing is using the same pipe to send items to a squeezer system, and these squeezers are going to be making honey. So in this episode we are going to be automated the production of honey, which we haven't had thus far in the episode, in this season anyways. So let's put our squeezers down first. So the squeezers, we're going to put 2 of them there, and I'm going to be setting up one for automated honey production and one for just, you know, production of whatever I want it to be producing. This is going to be a kind of a manual or a semi-manual, kind of, if that's a word, setup. So we're going to be, let's set it up so that things can go into these guys. So I'm just going to use a stone pipe for this one, but for the one above it, we're going to be using a clay insertion pipe. If you don't know what a clay insertion pipe is, don't worry, I will tell you. As an item comes through here, we've used this before. I think we just used it first in the last episode. But the idea is that as an item passes through, if it can, it will try to put it into the chest or the inventory it is sitting next to. In this case, it's a squeezer. It will try its darndest to put it into the squeezer. If it cannot, it will continue to go to the next pipe in the sequence. Now, you can actually build one of these with an iron pipe and some logic, but, well, in this case, we're just doing it with a clay insertion pipe because it's easy, and that's what we're going to be doing. So we will also need some way of communicating with these squeezers, and we're going to be communicating when they need stuff with some pipe gates, no problem. And of course, we're going to connect this. Now, of course, if I connect this with a stone transport pipe, we're going to have problems because everything's going to kind of be split. I can't use an iron transport pipe because I don't want to send them only to one direction, but what I want to do is filter items. So if I place a filter right here, what that's going to do is that only items that are colored the cyan color are going to go to these squeezers. And so I'm going to use that to send items down this pipe that go to the squeezer, but only when I want them to go to the squeezer. So we're going to be doing that, and what we're going to be sending to the squeezers are 2 things. First of all, we're going to be sending wax capsules to collect all the liquid, and we're going to be making sure that this level is not necessarily full, but there's always wax capsules in here. And likewise, we're going to be doing the same thing for honey. Now, it will complicate the system. You can make honey with the squeezer if you put honey dew or honey drops in here. We are going to be using just honey drops because we are going to be getting a lot more honey drops than honey dew. I'm going to use the honeydew and just keep it here for other purposes, but we could set it up to use both, but it's more complicated, and let's just not complicate. Let's not overcomplicate things this time. Okay, so let me grab a few things. We're going to be coming back and finishing this. It should be actually a pretty quick build, so I'll see you in a second. So see you in just a bit. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, Chemdork, come on, this is the My Buildcraft series. We should be storing our liquids in Buildcraft tanks no matter what, because tanks are awesome. I agree. Tanks are awesome. They look cool when they're storing liquid. They just look like awesome sauce. And why can't we use the tanks then? Well, we can. It's just the fact that they are very inefficient when we're going to be storing liquids over a long period of time, and as it turns out, it makes way more sense to store them in wax capsules. Now, if we're using them as a liquid, and we want to transport them around as a liquid, and it's easier to do it that way, well, then tanks are perfectly fine. They're actually nice as a buffer, as an overflow system, and kind of a way to store more liquid in your pipes, kind of. This works really well. But when you're storing things for a long period of time and you want to use them as you need, tanks suck. And the reason why is because they don't hold that much. So they take up one block. So I'm gonna give you an idea of what you can fit in one block with a Buildcraft tank versus with a chest full of water buckets versus a chest full of wax capsules. So let's count how many buckets go into one tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 buckets per one tank. Not bad. Okay, there we go. How about in the chest? Well, water buckets don't stack, so of course, 27 water buckets. So already, you can tell that actually a chest full of water buckets is way more efficient than a Buildcraft tank. What about a chest full of wax capsules? Get ready. Oh my goodness, you can stack these things 64, and so it's obvious why a wax capsule is the way to go. You can actually fit 27 times 64, which, if my calculator is correct, is 1,728 buckets worth of water in one block, which is kind of obscene and impossible in the real world, but in Minecraft. So, that's why we're using wax capsules. Let's go ahead back and finish that build because, yeah, let's do it. Okay, woo. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, let's continue. So the first thing we're going to want to do is have some wax capsules to actually add to our squeezers. So how do you make wax capsules? Well, let's go ahead and look. Please, NEI, show us how you make wax capsules. Hold on. There we go. Okay, beeswax in a line gives you 4 wax capsules. Awesome. Okay, so now that we know that, let's go ahead and make some. Well, no, of course we're going to want to automate this. So how we automate this is, okay, so here is the chest for beeswax, and we are going to use, of course, we're going to screw that up. That's all right. I'll put it back later. So we're gonna need some area down here. So let me just kind of get rid of some area so that we can make some stuff. All right. So here you go. Okay. What is this? Oh, you know what? This is right above. Huh. Interesting. Anyway. Okay. So anyway. We'll try to. We'll try to put this stuff in. Well, I guess it's fine. Alright, so we're going to be using the auto workbench here. The auto workbench, in case you don't know, it's one of the very first Buildcraft automated things that we actually used, and this will automatically make, although it's kind of the updated version, this will automatically make the item here without using power, so we don't need power. So we're just going to actually use a hopper connected to this auto workbench in order to make the wax capsules. The important thing, however, is I'm going to be adding some cobblestone here. And the reason why I'm adding cobblestone here is not just because it's fun. Obviously, it doesn't make sense that cobblestone would be here. But the problem is going to be, okay, so if we put a hopper, let's put one down right here, we're going to be, if we put a hopper connected to this thing, what will happen is that it will fill up 9 blocks here, 9 stacks worth of wax, beeswax, into this auto workbench, if it can, plus 5 stacks of beeswax up top here. So that's like a bit ridiculous and a bit overkill for what we need. I want there to be as small a buffer of beeswax and wax capsules in this whole system waiting to be sent as possible. And in order to do that, we're going to be using a combination of well, we're going to be using this. So we're going to be putting cobblestone in here, and then what we'll do is we'll put another block, maybe wood or something like that, in the hopper. So that means that the only path through this system will be one block here and one block here. And what we're going to be wanting is for wax to go in a line just like that. So that means that, well, when we put this hopper right here, it will start to fill up with beeswax. Let's hurry and put these other things here. And as you see, it will only fill up this, plus it'll fill up this inventory of wax capsules. And that's it. And that's it. We're all done. That's it. That's all we need. So we only have one. Let's see. In a saturated system, we'll have a stack of beeswax here, a stack of beeswax here, and a stack of wax capsules just waiting to be sent. And that's it. That's all we need. So that's perfect. So there we go. We have our system set up for making wax capsules, and I think that's pretty cool. It's a nice buffered way of setting things up. I had originally thought I would use this filtered buffer and whatnot, but it's actually just perfectly fine doing it this way. All right, so cool. And let's put back those stairs because I want this to look nice, of course, right? So there we go. Okay, nice and perfectly hidden from view. And how we're going to be basically getting it there is through a pipe. It's no big deal. We will be sending it. We will be sending all these items to there through this pipe, and we have to color them cyan. Remember, in order for them to get there. And how we're going to be doing that is we're going to be linking them up right here. So let's go ahead and set that up now. Hopefully I can do it. If I'm a ninja, I can do this pretty quickly. So hold on. Get going there, buddy. Okay, I just got to do this real quick. It's probably... Oh, there we go. Ninja'd. I ninja'd it. Awesome. Okay, so I did it just in time. If we set up the iron transport pipe like that, it should remain whenever we connect a pipe to it. So let's go ahead and connect a stone pipe, and what we're gonna do is connect. We're gonna connect some pipes together here. I would like to not enter this hopper. Oh, you know what I can do, guys? You know what I can do? I can use a pipe plug again. Ooh, cool. Let's do that. Let's do that. We want to run it to the to where the honey is. So let's go ahead and start to run our pipes so that we're all set to go. Pipe plugs, I know I had some. Nice. Come on. We only need one. We have 64. We had like a full stack, but I went a little bit overboard when I made the pipe plugs. There's no reason to make that much. Okay, so we're going to stick a wooden pipe right here. And as it turns out, we don't need anything else. There we go. Wooden pipe right here. Yeah, I guess we can do stone, but now we're going to do gold because we're awesome. And I think let's just stick a pipe plug right here. Can we do that? Wait, come on. I want to do that. Right there. There we go. Okay, so cool. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. Nope. Wait, there we go. Okay. Another golden pipe would be nice. And let's go ahead and just continue this trend right here. And we don't need to do anything other than, whoop, for this, we just need to set up another wooden extraction pipe. And we'll connect it up with an iron pipe right here. And another stone pipe here would be fine. We can, you know what, I have the cobblestone pipe. Let's just use cobblestone pipe here for funsies. For fun. Just for fun, because cobblestone doesn't get much love, because it's kind of slower than the others. And let's just, let's just continue this thing over here. So let's speed these things up like crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be enough. That's fast enough. I don't want to use up all my my stone or my my pipes here. All right, so there we go, and yeah, we'll connect it right like this, like that, like this, and we'll put the lens right here, so that now, whenever anything comes through this whole pipe into this iron transport pipe, it will be colored cyan, and then it will go into our squeezer system. How cool is that? And now you probably see the reason why I am setting up this honey for this one as the honey one, and this one as the other stuff one. So we will need to be sending a signal down this pipe and over in this area to pull out the wax capsules and the honey. So we're going to be using blue and green because we cannot use red, because red is already a signal going through there. So let's go ahead and use blue for wax capsules. So I'm just going to label this all the way. Here we go. And continuing down here like so. Wax capsules, so let's continue here, and here, and here. Okay, so blue there. We're going to stick the iron AND gate, and we're going to say, if you get a blue signal, and the pipe is empty. Again, we're going to be doing a energy pulsar. Okay, again, what this does is this will meter out a few items at a time. If it's the same stack, usually on normal stacks, this usually pulls out 2 items at a time. Over 2 items every 5 seconds. So it's a nice way to kind of like have a slow trickle of items if you don't want a whole bunch to come out at once, which is what we do here. And as you see, it's pulling out 2 items at a time when it can pull from a full stack. So that's what we're going to be using for wax. So let's actually just set that up right now. So of course what's going to happen is that this squeezer is going to always have a full stack of wax capsules. So really, the one that's going to be driving most of this is this other squeezer. However, if we are making honey and not doing anything with this squeezer, then this one, of course, will run out of wax capsules. So we need both of them to say, hey, I'm out of wax capsules. So we're just going to make sure that there's there's at least 50% of wax capsules in there. So less than 50% of wax capsules, and both of these do have less than 50%. 50% of wax capsules. Send out a blue signal. And guess what? That starts the path of wax capsules. We should start to see them coming through the system. Come on. Okay, we are having some issues here. Why are we having issues? Wait. Oh my goodness, I didn't set up this iron transport pipe. I'm kind of a dummy. There we go. Okay. That's why they're spitting out, and that's bad. Okay, I'm kind of an idiot. That's okay. That's okay, ChemDork. It's okay, this thing happens sometimes. Okay, so as you see, they will all go into this squeezer first. And then after they cannot go into this squeezer, they will go into this one. But that's just fine, because we're going to be using this one a lot less. And no big deal. Okay, so we're also going to be coloring the honey dew drops, or the honey drops that same color. Let's pause here for just a second, and I'll be right back as I make it morning, and we'll do the honey. Okay, so that'll be pretty easy. We'll do that next, and see you in just a second. Okay, so we're ready for the honey drops. Let me just eat some breakfast here, and we're ready for honey drops. So the honey is going to be asked for by only this squeezer, remember, because it's the one with the clay insertion pipe, so the honey will always go into this one. We don't want honey drops to go into this one, but that's okay, as long as we ask for honey, just a little bit of honey. So we're not gonna have a crazy amount of honey in here. We're just gonna say it contains less than 25% of the honey drops, and in this case, it will send out a green pipe signal. And so we can just follow along this green pipe signal now. Let's just have this pipe, all sorts of colors. This is a really colorful room, isn't it? That's nice. Cool. Okay, so let's continue this green pipe signal. Let's green, 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 green. And for those of you who are thinking now, maybe about it, you might have seen that I did something wrong here. Yes, I'm missing a pipe gate here, but that's not what I did wrong. this is not the right pipe. And why is that? Well, we want to pull out... Uh-oh. Somewhere there's a zombie. I think he's over here. I think they like to be coming down the stairs. I think I'm safe. I think I'm fine. This is a locked room, essentially, so it should be fine. So in this chest, there's honeydew as well as honey drops. If we hook up this wooden pipe, yes, at first it's going to be pulling out honey drops, but it could also pull out a honeydew. And if we fill this up with honeydew, it will not realize that it cannot fit honey drops. What it's looking for is that any place there could be a honey drop, there needs to be less than 25% of them. So if we put a stack of cobblestone, now that number is based off of 8 spots, and so on and so on and so on. So it kind of could work, but in order to make sure that it's working properly, we're going to be using an emerald transport pipe. So this will allow us to specify only pull out honey drops, and that'll solve that problem. No problem whatsoever. So honey drops, it doesn't really matter which way we do it. It's a white list, it's not a black list. And there you go. Round robin, doesn't matter, there's only one thing. So just pull out honey drops is the only thing I want to say. And it's an emerald pipe, so of course it makes sense why it's a green pipe wire. No, that's no big deal. And the same idea here, we have to say if there's a green pipe signal, and the pipe is empty, then do energy pulsar, hooray, hooray, hurrah, hurrah, it's sending some honey drops here, and voila. Wait for it. There we go, there's some honey drops. Hey, what do you know? What do you know? Oh, they're coming in pretty fast. That's really fast. Oh my god, wait. Oh my goodness, it's an OR gate. Ah, it's an OR gate. Ah, no. This is exactly the reason why I didn't want to do that. So, this is why I like to meter them, because this is way too fast. Okay, I need to grab an AND gate. I don't know if I have one. I think I have one. So it's down here. Yeah, you guys mentioned that basically I haven't done a tour of the base in a while. It's an idea. I might be doing one pretty soon. I think it's worthwhile. Okay, so we need to do a gold AND gate with an alt-archic pulsar. Luckily I have a single one. This is the one we need. We need it to be an AND gate, of course. Of course. Very important. So that's the difference between AND and OR, if you didn't know. Okay, so here we go. Go right here again, and it's the same deal. It's if it's a green pipe signal and the pipe is empty, energy pulse it. Energy pulse it. Okay, now it will only send out a few items at a time. So it should be basically 2 honey drops each time. There we go. That's much better, much better. So it should be basically one every, or a couple every 5 seconds, which works just fine. There we go. And that should work just fine. I think the squeezer doesn't go through that many at a time. So, of course, we need to give this power. We need to kind of set up a few other things. Let me go ahead and do that. It's a pretty simple thing to run power to this, so I'll just do that. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is actually where the power connects. Yeah, it's like right there. Yeah, it's like right there. Oh, you know, we could just do that here. Screw that. Screw waiting for this. My goodness, it's right here. Alright, cool. Yeah. Cool. We can just do this all right here. Woohoo! There you go. There's that. I'll just put that there. Alright, so we're going to run into here, and we're just going to run this right up this wall. No problem. Alright, boom and boom. And then there's there. And then, right just like... yeah, we wanna hide this stuff, so right there. Woo! Alright, hey, look at that! So now it's squeezing! It's gonna be generating honey, and there you go. So I kinda wanna see how fast it goes. So as you see, it actually does go through honey pretty quickly. Huh. So it's maybe actually better to... No, you know, it's fine. It's going to be fine. If I need to speed things up, I can speed things up. I'll kind of watch it go for a while. I want to see whether this actually equalizes or whether this amount is not going to be enough. Yeah, something like that. So here we go. So let's see. It's done actually pulling wax capsules. So it just took a short while to fill out the wax capsules. It doesn't need those too often. And just like I mentioned, the wax capsules are going to be saturated now, and there's going to be a stack of wax capsules, one stack of beeswax, and a single stack of beeswax here. Pretty cool. So we just need a different item here than here. And if we put cobblestone here, obviously, it would just stack right on top of this cobblestone over here. So it has to be different items, and that's why. Cool. Awesome. So that's it. That's it. We're automatically making ourselves some stuff now. Let me go ahead and set up a few other things, and I'll be right back, and then we will continue this setup. All right. See you in a second, and be right back. So we are just about done here, but I think there's a few elements left to improve, and that is namely aesthetics, but there's also some features we have yet to add. One of the features we're going to add is an on-off switch. So I want to put a switch right here, and that is the ability to just not send honey to the squeezer, basically not produce honey so much when I want to. Because sometimes I may want to say, hey, don't actually get these honey drops over there. I don't need any more honey. I won't really be able to just stop this from producing, but what I will be able to say is don't transfer any more honey. And that's what we're going to want to set up here. And in order to do that, we're going to link it to the redstone signal and the status of the honey drops in here. And for that, we actually have to get rid of this gold OR gate and replace it with, well, actually, we can keep the gold OR gate, honestly. We just have to add in a gold AND gate. So I want to actually put the AND gate here just for fun. So it is right now in what I want to be the off signal, the off status, which is this is the default status for switches. I always do this. I guess the reverse of the European world, for example. In the Western world here, this would be on for normal light switches in the US. So I'm a US citizen, so hey, that's off for me. This actually is down, which is actually sending out a redstone signal at this moment. So I want to make it so that when it's that way, it will send out the green pipe wire signal. So that means when redstone signal is off, and when there is less than 25% of the honey. So there we go, and there's less than 25% honey. Then you can send out a green pipe signal, no problem. Okay, and you see it's asking for honey now, and now it's not, because now it's off. So that's how we're going to link it that way. The other thing is we, of course, want to make sure that we replenish the wax capsules, so we'll need another gold OR gate back here. We can't just use the same one because it would mean that all three of these have to be true in order for the things to happen. Yeah, and that's not necessarily going to be the case. So I can't guarantee that, so I can't really do that. So let's see, we'll do it that way, and this is less than 50% of the wax capsules, and that is the blue pipe signal. Okay, so I wish I didn't have to put that back there, but unfortunately I do, and that's okay. And now these are set, these are all done, so what we're going to actually do is a little bit aesthetics. We're going to put some glass facades here. I think it looks pretty cool. And we're going to do the same thing over here, because we are. And we're going to actually have a way of pulling things out, because as you notice, I have them both going to this chest right here. There's stairs right above here, and they're linked together here. And what we're going to actually do is stick a facade right here and here. And I think that's going to look kind of cool. We're going to put one here, going to put one here. And so that's kind of a, I don't know, I like that. I think it's pretty cool. This is linked to the status of the honey, and this is going to be where things are stored. We can stick some item frames on the top behind these stairs, which we can still open up. Oh, that's right, I forgot. I stuck some propolis in here, but this reminds me, you actually make propolis when you squeeze honey drops into honey. I kind of forgot about this, and, well, we have plenty of propolis, and in fact, I think... Oh, wow, yeah. So this is totally full, which means our little chest is probably filling up with... oh. Huh. Okay. It's kind of odd, but I guess... no, you know what? I guess that does make sense. We're waiting for a propolis to come through. It'll be labeled with red. I'm sure we're going to see one pretty soon. I'd be surprised if we didn't. Let's see. Well, anyway, when propolis comes through, it will always filter this way, even if there's no room in this chest. And then there'll be no more room in this chest, and it'll just pop out. And that's what's actually happening here. So yeah, we're not getting propolis at the moment, but that's okay. So I think what we can do is we can just add a void pipe here and put a clay insertion pipe, because I don't care about the excess propolis. We might do the same thing with beeswax too, because I don't want to just lose it. So this chest actually has no relevance other than for items that are not colored any of these colors, just if they happen to come into there. Okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll set that up in a bit, but, oh, that's right, I was doing this. I will just stick a wax capsule up here. Okay, so we got an on-off switch, we got a nice, place to put things. Oh, let's make these squeezers actually put things there. So I'll set up this to say if there are items in the inventory. Okay, then, energy pulsar. Now, it's weird because this is the items in the inventory. It's weird. It's like, it's figuring out, you see how it's turning off and on when I take them out. So unfortunately, it's going to be on all the time. I don't like that, but it is what it is. So that's fine. All right, so it's pulling out all the propolis first. How nice of it. We so need that propolis. Come on, give it to me. All right, we'll do some sandstone here and close this up. So if I close this up, now it's cool. There it is. It's a little bit uneven, but we'll figure out some way to kind of even this thing out. If we had a pipe going here just for fun, it would make it nice and even. So maybe we'll have a reason for that. Maybe we'll send things out that way or something. We could do that. But this looks pretty cool. All right, so we're making plenty of honey. We're making enough honey for me, and 22 honey capsules is actually a pretty significant amount. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll turn on the honey production. And, oh, it's nighttime in my base. How about that? Okay, so there's one last thing we want to do. So in addition to adding our void pipe here to get rid of the excess propolis, which we will do, we will also want to put in, I'll put in 2 carpenters over here. One that can be using either seed oil or honey, and one that just uses water. So I'm going to set up those 2, and, well, we'll be right back, and I think that'll do it for the episode. So join me in this in just a moment. So we'll finish up this, and then we'll close out the episode. Okay, so see you in just a second. Okay, ready, guys? Voila! Here we go. Voila! So we got squeezers over here, carpenters over here. I want the items from the carpenters to automatically be pulled out and just put into this chest. Just because, and these are going to be manually run carpenters. I think what I'm going to be doing with the space above them here, as you see, I'm going to be putting these kinesis pipes on, and I gave back my facades, but I'll put facades in front of them, and then I'll connect them to power that way. So we'll just tie right into here. It's just going to be not an issue. Okay. And almost getting power. Oh, wait. Power! Hooray! And let's light some things up back here. And in fact, what we're going to be doing is, so underneath each one of these guys, and then right here, there's going to be a wooden pipe underneath each. There we go. It's going to set to pull out items when items are in inventory. Items in inventory, energy pulsar. Items in inventory, energy pulsar. And then, of course, an iron transport pipe right here. And see if we can actually set that iron transport pipe back here. Yeah, we can reach it. I don't like the fact that I can see it, but that's going to be okay. There it is. Yeah, okay. You know what? We can probably put a facade on top of that, I think. I think that does work. But anyway, so that's going to be kind of cool. I can see like what is working because it'll have power that you can see, which will be kind of nice. And it would be interesting to we could actually hook up a nice system to indicate if things are working. That's an interesting thought. I might think about that one in a bit. But one of them is going to be water, and one of them is going to be just honey and whatnot. I don't know which is which. We'll put the water one over here just because we can. No, we'll put the water one... Yeah, we'll put the water one over here. No, we won't. We'll put the water one over here. I think I have more room. Yeah, this is more room, so it's fine. We don't need that much room, honestly. I just need room to build it. And what we're going to build is quite simply a very simple aqueous accumulator, infinite water design. So here we go. We'll put the aqueous accumulator right here. It's totally not lined up with that. That's okay. Here, we'll make this one. It's fine. That's fine. It's no big deal. We can put this anywhere, really. We'll put it actually right here because it makes sense. We'll run it to the back. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Where is my cobblestone? Where did it go? Cobblestone went into here. Oh, you know what? Smooth stone. Smooth stone's better. It's way more pretty. Okay, so smooth stone's better. We're going to put the aqueous accumulator right here. There's going to be water right there and right here, so we could just fill in that. We'll slam the aqueous accumulator down for BAM! And we'll make it so that only the top one goes out, and fluid pipe. Cobblestone fluid pipe going right into here, providing us with water. And of course we want a water bucket and a water bucket. The two in this setup will give us a nice, good supply of water for here on out. And now we can just close up and be all good. Yeah, it's fine. We'll use a smooth stone. It's no big deal. All right, we'll cover that up. It's no big deal. And there we go. Okay, so there we have it. I'll put down a torch just in case mobs want to spawn back here. I'm going to tell them no. Yeah, it looks like they cannot. And there we go. Okay, so this is getting water. So this is the water one. And this one is the one I can use like honey or seed oil into. And that's it. That's the thing. It's done now. That's it. I want to set up a little bit of a smart system for us to tell when this thing is running. And let's go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Well, I decided that we're not going to set up a sensor system today. I was going to use some glowstone illuminators, but yeah, there's really not much time and not that important. We might do it at a later date, but not that important right now. But the important thing is that this works. So there you go. We can make crates. Wait, there we go. We need resources, and now there it goes. It's making crates. Hooray for crates! And we can use these to store a bunch of items. Yeah, sure. I'll let it make it. So in theory, we should be pulling stuff out. And there they come. There's all the crates. Okay, cool. And this is where we can store our honey and make alveary blocks. And we are still making honey. Nice rate. That's gonna basically do it. Oh, wait, one more thing. We need to fix this situation, this propolis excess situation. Yeah, we need to fix it now. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's see what happens. Whoa, propolis. We don't do that. We do clay insertion pipe here. Oh dear, that's not a good idea. But, no, don't do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I have an idea, though. I have an idea how we can fix this. There are things in the wrong places. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Okay, we can use pipe plugs. I still have them right here. That's how we can do this. Pipe plugs all around. I love these things now. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't use them too often. So it will try to insert as much as it can. I'll put another pipe plug here, and then if it cannot, it will just void transport pipe this, and it's perfectly fine that goes inside the chest too, because there's no way that something can get in there that is unintended. So now if we see propolis, it'll just end up going and getting destroyed, and that's perfectly cool with me. Here it comes. Yeah, it doesn't have anywhere to go except for that void pipe, so at least there's no mess down here. How did propolis get back into here? That's weird. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm not even gonna question it. I hear some mobs outside though. Let's go ahead and see. Oh my goodness. So apparently they like to. Oh, well, my sword's pretty smart, pretty good. Oh, you know, he probably was weakened by outside. He sought cover inside here. And I think there's a little more fighting to do. I believe I saw a creeper hang out over here. I was right. I was right. I was right. That seed room is just a creeper haven. Creepers all the time are in there. Let me tell you. All right, cool. So we ended the episode with a fight and me getting a little bit more experience. But this was a fun one, actually. I wasn't sure how it would work out, but it actually turns out working pretty well, and I like it a lot. So in the next episode, guys, I think we will stop working on this because this room is pretty much done. Just some aesthetic things to fix, and I'll probably fix them on my own, and eventually we'll see them. But for now, that'll do it. And thank you, guys, for watching this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. And, well, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time where we do something a bit different. And see you then. Okay, take care, and bye-bye now.